Assalamualaikum students, and today we are going to learn about the data entry on SPSS. So the following information is given in example number 1, where our psychologists have asked a list of questions to measure the level of depression, and the patient have given the following answers, which is mentioned here in the form of orders. Number 1 is the never, number 2 few times, number 3 often, and number 4 is always. This shows that it is an ordinal categorical data, and I am going to enter the variable on SPSS and name that as interest because it is showing the interest in daily activity. Now I am going to enter the values. Then number 1 response is mentioned as never, number 2 is few times, number 3 is often, and number 4 is always. And we need to construct a frequency distribution for that, and we need to plot an appropriate graph for that to conclude the data. Now then I will go on the data view and then enter the data. As you can see, it is the scale, so I am going to change the major into the ordinal because the data is a categorical ordinal data. So always select the ordinal for the categorical data. Then let's jump to the data view and enter the values of that particular information which is given. So after entering the data of that variable which is known as interest, what we need to do, we need to go on the analyze section because we need to construct the frequency distribution. The frequency distribution which shows the relative frequency, cumulative frequency, and cumulative percentage. Now I am going to analyze the data. Now for that you need to move that interest to the corresponding section, and after that I am going to tick the display frequency table and then the OK. So now you can see there is an example of a frequency table for that particular information which was given on an example, which is showing the frequencies of that particular example, cumulative frequencies, relative frequency. Now for selecting the appropriate chart, we know that the data is the categorical data. That is why I am selecting the bar chart. So here you can see the bar chart. Now I am going to copy that and I will paste that on a Word file. And we can see that majority of the patients feel lack of interest in their daily activities. Now let's jump again on the variable, and we need to make a chart which is the pie chart because the data is the categorical ordinal data chart. And again I am going to select the chart, and here I have selected the pie chart, and I will make the pie chart by the percentage. Above pie chart is showing the proportion of the responses of the patients regarding interest in their daily routine, and it is clear that the patients often feel lack of interest in their daily activities. Now let's jump to another example. Okay, so the second example are the marks that are awarded for an assignment to 20 students in a class were as follows. So these are the marks of students, 20 students. So the total number of frequency is 20. As you can see, the data is the discrete data and it is the quantitative data. And for the given information, we need to construct a frequency table and we need to plot a suitable graph by using the SPSS. So I don't need to create the values here because the data is not the ordinal data, it is the quantitative discrete data. You always select the scale. because we measure it on a scale ratio. Now let's jump to the data view, and we are going to enter the marks according to the information which is given on the particular file. Now let's jump to our SPSS. Now enter the data. So the first students have gained 6 marks, 7, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now let's go on the variable view. Now we are on the variable view. Again we will do the same process, the same procedure which we have applied for the previous variable. Now let's jump to the analyze section, descriptive statistics, frequencies. Now I will move the marks on the variable section and click on the display frequency table and OK. And the total number of frequency is 20, the relative frequency, the cumulative frequency, and the cumulative percentage. So it is clearly seen that the majority have gained 7 marks in that particular test. Now again let's go on the variable, analyze, descriptive, frequencies, chart, bar chart. Why I am going to select the bar chart? Because the data is the discrete data. There is the gap between the frequencies. So I am going to select the bar chart, and the chart values are according to the frequency. Continue. Okay. And these are the marks of the students. Now I am going to copy that, and we are going to paste it on our Word file. Because again we need to conclude the data. So this is the bar chart, and it is showing the total marks of 20 students, and this is clearly visible that majority of the students have gained 7 marks in the particular assignment, full marks. So this is how I've concluded the example number 2. Now let's jump to example number 3, and it is very important. These are the ages of 100 patients. The data is the continuous data, so we need to make a frequency distribution for the age variable, and we need to make a particular and appropriate chart for that particular information. Data, so as you can see, if we make a frequency distribution table for that particular variable, it will be too long, as we have 100 values here. So we need to make the class intervals. So for the class interval, what we are going to do, let's jump to the transform and on the visual binding. Now move the age to the variable, because that variable is going to be bind. Okay. Now let's click on the age. See. So after that, the bind variable will be named as age class, because we are going to make the class intervals. Okay, what we are going to need, as we have seen that the maximum value, the maximum age of our patient is 84, which is above 80, and the minimum is the 30. We need to make cut points. For making the cut points, what is cut point? The minimum value is added to the width of that class. and we know that with how can we calculate the width. We have already done that. Now let's jump to the exclude section and make cut points. So the first location of the cut point is 40. The width is 10, which is calculated manually, and I have previously taught you that how can you calculate the width. And the number of cut points are 5. Now apply. Okay, now what we are going to do, we will make the labels. Now the labels have been selected. Okay. Now as you can see that on the values, the labels have been selected, and the new variable is known as the age class. So now what we are going to do, we are going to go on the analyze section, descriptive statistics, frequency. Now move the bind variable, which is known as the age class. Display frequency table. Okay. Here we are going to select the histogram because the data is the continuous data and there is no gap present in that particular data. Continue and okay. So here you can see that the class intervals are present, and this is the frequency, this is the relative frequency, cumulative frequency, and the cumulative percentage. And you can see there is no gap present because the histogram looks like a bar chart, but there is no gap between bars because the data is the continuous data, and there is the this is the main difference between the bar chart and the histogram. So here you can see the percentages of the ages. The distribution pattern of ages of 100 students, and the ages were ranging from 30 to 84, and we found majority of the ages in the middle of the range. As you can see on the histogram that it is on the middle of the age. So this is how we can construct the frequency distribution for categorical data as well as for the quantitative data, qualitative data, and for the quantitative data, and how can we plot the particular graphs for these variables. So students, I hope these are helpful for you and you have learned today something new from that particular topic, and hope to see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz, take care, and don't forget to like that video, share that video, and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for the notification of new videos related to statistics and probability. Till then, Allah Hafiz.